Welcome everyone to the Iowa Students United Against Gun Violence rally. Thank you all for joining us here at the foot of the Capitol building on the 19th anniversary of the Columbine shooting to help raise awareness about the epidemic of gun violence not only in our schools, but in all public places everywhere.
I sat uncomfortably on the ground, nervously tying and untying my Converse.
Other students around me had panic attacks and tears streaming down their faces. When the door handle jiggled, we all froze.
The bell went off. School was supposed to be out for the day, but we remained crammed into the closet.
There was an active shooter threat at our middle school.
After 2 hours in the closet, the police had the threat in custody. We were let out. It turned out to be an unarmed, angry parent.
But what if it wasn't? What if he was armed?
He could have shot my teacher.
He could have shot my friends.
He could have shot me.
Even though our nightmares following the lockdown weren't a reality, we haven't never felt safe at school since.
Neither of us thought our lawmakers would ignore the shooters terrorizing children in classrooms.
But here we are, 5 years later, fighting the same fight. We organized walkouts,
Rallies,
news interviews,
sent letters,
made phone calls,
and pled for our lives.
just to get our congressman to listen to us. The only feedback we've received from a congressman was when Representative David Young had the audacity to tell us that voting is a privilege, but owning a gun is a right.
Come on. Maybe we should have known Representative Young wasn't in this fight for our lives with us.
He accepted over $700,000 from the NRA.
And he was rated 0% by the Brady campaign to end gun violence.
Ever since David Young told me that owning a gun is a human right, but voting is a privilege, I haven't been able to reconcile why someone else's right to own a gun is more important than my right to not get shot.
I haven't been able to reconcile why someone else's right to own a gun is more important than my right to see my family members alive at the end of the day.
I haven't been able to reconcile why someone else's right to own a gun is more important than the Stoneman Douglas students' right to not suffer PTSD after surviving a mass shooting that left 17 of their friends, family members, and teachers dead.
However,
It will be our privilege to vote against Representative David Young this November. This is a call to action, and specifically a call to vote. Your vote is your voice.
choosing not to vote for any reason is allowing your voice to be silenced.
And allowing your voice to be silenced is allowing this inaction from our lawmakers to continue without consequences.
So now, we have to get out to vote, volunteer, and rally.
And maybe